angle on Kabe or Jonghoon or even Daeor, really hard to play out these fights. That said, getting past Caitlyn traps, getting past a volley from Ashe as any of these champions is a bit of a nightmare.
Knocks the Jackson to tower, just wants to hold the wave as close to his tower as possible. As Astralis start up the Dragon, not a lot of vision to work with. BDS can see exactly what's happening.
Careful here.
Shio's on the way and he's level 6. This could be a disaster.
Flash out to safety, Jonghoon, good move, man. Again, Stolen Jarvanel can do this. Is wow,
it's horrible for Astralis. I think BDS can just take this in their face. The problem they have is 113 is level 5.
Getting laid down.
Unless Kobe can do magic here. Maybe 113 can steal it and flash out. That would be a great outcome here for Astralis.
Oh, that was awkward. Flash in, flag, and drag back out to safety. But that was really just a stare down. Some small abilities being traded left and right. But Kabe now going to be in no man's land. He's locked up. Instant flash out. Clean flash over the wall. Credit to Kabe for escaping on that one. But
Nuke and Shio are basically unultable for 113. So that's why I think this top side 3v3 is not really in their favor. But Shio doesn't have the Cyclone yet. He used it around the Dragon. See if they want the fight anyway.
Getting pulled back. It's just a smite fight, and Shio wins those. This is so rough for Astralis right now. 113 now running. Maybe can just look to ult a few members for extra damage, but First Blood now going down. Astralis' top side absolutely falling apart.
So at least the gold will stay somewhat even as Kobe tries his best alongside Jonghoon to find a way to carry this game for his team. 10-minute bot tower, not too bad. LeBron flash forwards.
Trying to go for the chain CC, and they're going to make it work, but there's no more tower to back them up. Nuke now on the way in, but Crowny's going to be in trouble. 4-shot now going through. That's big, big damage. 4 bullets, more than enough to get the job done. Jonghoon wants to get a little bit more, but the Ashe is going to finish him. Should fall here. That's a stun. Nuke now going to follow up. Should just hold on to the Ashe arrow, grab the kill. Can make another play to follow. And BDS tying up the gold score. That bot lane devastation not going to be able to continue any further.
Yeah. Oh, the arrow from bots.
Arrow from downtown. Now one spin coming in from the Wukong. Good damage. Second spin now going to come out. Daeor not able to finish the job. Shio healing up, and BDS 4-1 now in the kill score.
Jonghoon picks up the kills, making a 1-for-1, but no mid push to the side of Astralis means that no one's coming to help. Nuke gets the kill, and I'm sure we'll see this beautiful arrow here in just a second. As Adam just killed Finn. Is this going to be the 1v1? It is. So what does Finn do here? Walks up for a plate, it looks like. Just disrespect. Adam just all into him after going a bit too deep. The ult comes through, but he ults him into tower and then takes a shot. Yeah, not great. Adam just gets the kill to look for any kind of fight because their mid game is weaker than BDS's. You know, the Cassandre, Jarvan, Syndra being... Yeah, Daeor's coming down. Arrow top lands onto Adam from Jonghoon. All in from Finn. Here comes Jonghoon on the side as well.
Adam now getting pulled back. Stun going to fall away. Finn on the chase. All out. Going to flash in here.
He has no ward though, I think, so he doesn't have anything to jump to.
Adam is going to get caught out here. Are they going to give the kill over to Kabe? They will. I like that. They're going to need to clean it up quick if they want to get anything done here against BDS.
They definitely are. They're grouping mid as 5 here, just arming for this mid-tier one. We'll see if they can pick it up. Trap line is down. Arrow is going to land. If they can get a trap onto him, maybe the chain CC is enough, but I don't think so. Here comes the Jin ult.
Shio now moving in. That's the Wukong ult. I think multiple members. Daeor already taken out. Easy start to the fight from BDS. Adam essentially untouched. Jonghoon has to flash out the safety. Nuke now coming in as well. So hard for Kabe to even step up an auto attack here. 113 going over the wall, committing onto Adam, but there's just no play to be made. Buys a bit of space for his support, so a single easy kill.
Execute kills.
And also it's important to note that he is behind relative to Kabe, but relative to Daeor, he's really not. And now Shio going to grab Daeor.
He's 1v2ing them. He's 1v2ing the mid jungle of Astralis, and he's winning.
He took those emotes personally. Out here for a bit of vengeance. Curtain call coming in. One shot going to get dodged. 1-3, trying to make it away. Jonghoon trying to block. Ankle was a little off there. A bit more damage, and he could have been taken down. But BDS moving into break open bot lane.
Yeah, it's going to fall, this tower, when the Herald crashes onto it. Demolish proc as well. Crowny again. There's a... LeBron just kills Jonghoon with Crowny's W to land onto Crowny. But they're collapsing, and their responses have been quick. And that's exactly what they need to do. They look for 113 here. Has the ult, no E on
coming out. Nuke just moving in pretty furiously here. Curtain call already coming in. The follow immediately from Adam. Love the play. The 3-member combo there. The Silas, the Jax, and the Jin just doing work.
It's going to be a Baron. It's just gone. There's no jungler. I mean, you can, as Astralis here, you can say we have to contest because what else can you do? You know, there's no other objective to play for. You may as well try something. They don't have a smite. Maybe Kobe can get a couple of autos in to chunk them out, but it's going down so quick. Nuke can zone them away. Can even try to flank them here, look for a fight, but yeah, there's no real response here available for Astralis. The top side is just collapsed.
Whereas BDS could probably lose 2 or 3 back-to-back before they have to worry about anything.
Well, respect to Astralis, they know if they lose this dragon, the game's over, and the game is kind of over anyway, but at least try something.
Here comes Adam on the backside, they managed to knock him back, but they leap right back into the stun anyway. Adam getting pulled away, Adam getting cut down, do they have enough damage to finish off the Jax? Jax is getting taken out, combat the backside still remaining untouched. That Jarvan ult could be big, Shield locked on a trap, that's massive. They moved into the choke against Kabi, it might just be enough for them to find the fight. Astralis, how are you getting this done? Nuke now healing up, Fit now leaping forward, trying to pull him back. Jonathan doing just a bit of damage, what you'd expect from a support Ash. No, the Kingmaker not up in time, and that means Kabi running now. Finn trying to do as much as he can. Crowny now moving back in, and it's just support Ash. BDS are simply too strong. A valiant effort from Astralis, but in the end, BDS will take the fight.
They're just way too far behind. The team fight was pretty well played by Astralis. I think Adam going a little bit. Arrow will land onto Adam. See how much follow-up there will be. He has flash up now.
Should just be easy for him to
TP
make
behind,
that
coming
one.
in from
EQ.
Finn.
Is he going to flash ult him? He doesn't even have ult yet. Finn wants to fully commit.
What is jump?
The slow is going to be big here. Another counter-strike now coming out. Heimerdinger waiting over the wall.
Stun.
Oh, this is going to be big. They're going to try and turn and burn. Big stun. Shio now moving to the backside, waiting as long as he possibly can. 3 seconds on his ultimate, but he's already at half health. Ocean Soul, though, is so broken, and it's just healing him up so incredibly much. Jungho, Dayor on the backside. Kabi's not even in the area. Kabi's just farming bot. There is no fight here, Astralis. They try to take it anyway. They will now finally disengage. BDS, 5 members strong, barreling down the mid lane, looking to end this game.
No front line left for Astralis other than 113. If he goes in, BDS have enough damage to just shred straight through him. Cobb is here. He can put some traps down. Baron buff.
As it'll be an easy Baron to BDS.
And here comes the siege through top. Wave
In
push
mid.
out trap line is in mid as well, so top will be a bit difficult to hold. Double cannon minion, Jhin will push them back.
Dayor, big damage to Dayor. Dayor's just gonna die.
Yeah.
Goodbye to Dayor. Manages to get the ult off. Shio going golden. 1-3 not taking too much damage. Tanky boy, that's gonna be a shutdown.
A lot of damage from that Caitlyn. Managed to get the kill.
Yep, nope. Didn't get anything else done. They should just be able to break from the base. Finn waiting off to the side. 1-for-1.
Yeah, 4v4. No Wukong means Kobe has more space to work with, but he doesn't have Gale Force or Flash. Really immobile. If Nuke can get on top of him with that Jarvan, he might just die. So top in him falls. They're gonna wait for Shio. Just want to siege mid. I think Jax can tank these traps with his E.
Kabe has heal now. I imagine he does have Gale Force. Good arrow to lock him down. The mark
this
coming
could
out
be good for Astralis.
They're shredding through Adam. 1-1-3 still standing for now. It's a bit of a messy fight overall. Nuke is just going to immediately dash out of that one. Finn buying as much base as he can. BDS backing off, and Astralis now holding the line.
Wow, so this trap line actually doing work. Adam can't really escape. They've got a wave through bot that they can play in. Dayor has TP to join the team. Now the face checking begins. This is where it becomes a little bit difficult. They're going to get backed against the wall here. This really is the 300. This is their last stand.
Here we go. Protect the president. Oh, they are not protecting the president. The president is in the back line. He's just getting one shot. No! Astralis. That was their hope. Dayor, can he be the difference maker? 1-1-3 still standing, but no. That is it. When Kabi dies, Astralis dies with him. BDS might take another 30 seconds, but this is their game. It has been domination from start to finish. A creative level 1 from Shio and every single lane, but bot winning out for Crowny, using that utility helped bring the game home.
Here comes the TP from Nuke. He's just going to base TP into the base of Astralis and end this one here. Finn will fall. Flashed away, but I think there's...
Oh, little dashy.
Okay. This is one of those situations where you're screaming at your team not to end the game so you can get the kill first. Will they get the kill before they end the game?
End the game. No, they're
Are they going to wait?
Are they going to wait?
They are waiting.
They are waiting.
No, okay, this is just brutal, isn't it? Okay, well, you've got about 5 seconds
to get Finn. Round of applause for Finn's KDA. Finn's KDA taking one for the team here.
Is he dead?
There it is.
And now they'll end the game.
BDS, big win. Astralis, heartbreaker to go down to 0-5, but BDS clearly deserving the win from start to finish. 3-2 now their scoreline.
Simple and easy. Just win through top side. Bot lane was struggling in the 2v2. A lot of vision placed down there from BDS. 1-1-3 was matching a lot of it as well, trying to get some pressure down there. But yeah, just straight through top. Adam had a fantastic game. Yeah, I think Nuke was roaming around the map, and once he got 2 or 3 kills rolling, he was unstoppable.
So late, ease of execution is heavily in favor of Vitality. They can push R on like 3 of their champions and have a pretty clear path to winning a team fight. A little bit more difficult for SK, especially if they are even in the...
And didn't have vision either. Photon irrelevant, lots of trades. So Markoon has done the 3 camps and he's moved into top side. He's going to find Bo here.
Bo's going to be in trouble here. This is going to be difficult. Markoon now looking to lock him down. Leaps up, comes right back down. Bo moving back into the camp, flashing out safety. Markoon just going to run him down on an absolute tear here in the early game. 2 games back to back, finding these big advantages and perks. Now trying to trade back a bit of damage going down onto Certus. zone him out of that one, but excellent start for SK there in the end, but we'll take out the crab and it'll just be a trade for both junglers.
Here
but now
the dive.
calls on the bottom side. If you're in-house, you can hear the SK players shouting, looking for this opportunity. Stun is going to connect on the Kaiser. That is one dead cat. Neon potentially the next one on the list. Marcoon debating if they can go for the dive here. Ignite ticking, but he's just going to jump back to the wave. And again,
for the Renekton, I think Bo's unsure.
I mean, Photon's low on mana. They don't have an Ignite to stop the healing.
Don't know if they have the
5,
damage.
3 points in Q. This really shouldn't be possible. Can just dash through Bo here. Good Q though from Bo. That's going to be big. Maybe they can turn this one back. Flash out 6 from Relevant. It looks like they will have the damage in the end. Well played by Bo. Beautiful arcane smash.
Yeah, really, really good. Stops the Renekton from getting the E. Push out the wave and base. Bo could steal it with a sapling maybe, but I doubt that'll happen.
No, just wait. Good patience from Marcoon. Let's sapling.
Mid lane. Doesn't have the ultimate. Does have the flash, twisted advance. Certus has flash to match though.
Again from Perks, damage in, is just going to try to lock me down. He's been brought back under tower. Marcoon going to go wide on the Cocoon, and that's going to be big. Now it's going to be one at least taken down. Perks now looking for the reset. Will leap right back over the wall. Doss in the area as well. There's just no way.
He's
Doss going to take him out. 2 for 1 in favor of SK here eventually. Yeah. No. There it is.
He's gone. So 2 kills over force from Vitality. SK are just running away with this early game. They're going to get a Herald as well. That's the problem with Flash Wing someone with Flash Up. They can just take you under the tower with them.
Yeah.
Normally you just want to get the ult out first to get their flash and then go. Oh, a second. Bo is just walking in here.
Level 6.
Can he get there in time? Unconcerned.
Can just start to throw out the ultimate. They might not be able to grab the Herald, but they're going to at least be able to grab a kill. Ulti coming in from Photon. Just going to get a bit of poke down onto Relevant.
Marcoon dead.
Ult.
Nice stunts. Neon spell shielded it. Has
goes
the Raptor.
Up, back to the Raptors. Neon now flashing forward. He desperately wants to shut down an extra 150 gold in his pocket. It goes over to the Yuumi, but he's not complaining.
Good response from Vitality. Bo's kind of aware of how long it'll take for SK to take that Herald down, knowing that he can punish them on the exit route.
Not Infernal. Ocean would be a big deal in a game like this.
Hextech would be the strongest one.
And
it's going to be Cloud.
Nice.
Perks, Irrelevance matching. Mid-wave's constantly in SK's favor.
Neon doing what he can to clear this wave out. SK just trying to leverage his priority to start to poke their head into the jungle, or rather into the river. Spot out this Herald.
Meanwhile, Perks is dead.
Perks just going to get isolated and taken down by Irrelevant. That's just a straight-up solo kill. Marcoon comes, but he's not even on the assist board.
What happened in top? I mean, Perks doesn't have any real armor to fight against the Renekton, but he's used his flash. Irrelevant has as well. Maybe he was greeting for the tower or something along those lines, and then...
Yeah, does get the tower.
Irrelevant got the gap closed. Gale Force picked up for Perks. Bit of a mobility. Doesn't really... I guess he doesn't really need Kraken, perhaps, against SK. Doesn't really have any front line, but does more damage overall.
Drake.
They are. Looks like they're going to Herald mid, you have to imagine here. With all of them being the bot side river, they can just pressure mid. See how Vitality responds. They could just look for a Maokai ult here. Perks TP is up in 5. That would be their angle for a fight. Or they can just go mid to top here, SK. There's the Maokai ult, but yeah, there's not much of a fight to be had here. They're too far now. SK can just rotate towards top, take top tier 1. And that's the advantage of not fighting that Drake. They can look for towers. Perks matches with a bot tower. So SK needs to now be careful of the replay from Vitality, where they can just start forcing mid. Certus might have the TP, yes, but it's also the experience difference. Certus is over a level down on this Tristana, so should be able to control the side wave. Still no flash on this Ornn, but no flash on the Renekton either.
Irrelevant, it's going to get knocked up. He should just be chain CC. There's just not enough healing in the game to keep that Crocodile standing.
A bit awkward. Yeah. See if he can force a flash match from Certus.
Back in response, but I'm taking a decent amount of damage in the exchange. Certus now TPing into the mid lane as you called out, Cadril.
Feels a bit wasted. Maybe he thought, oh, hang on a second, maybe it's not.
In there, they're trying to lock down Exekick. He's immediately going to get ulted by the Lulu, but the exhaust on the Certus stops the ulti from finishing off any member of Vitality. Photon now walking away to safety. Perks with a quick knock back and leap out.
Relevant has TP as well. There's wards all around them. Here comes the TP on a pink. I think Bo should spot that out soon.
Irrelevant now coming in.
He's gonna die.
Irrelevant leaping over the wall. He's just gonna one-shot the tree, and now he gets him. Prowler's Clock used, but Irrelevant finding the kill. SK can just set their sights on Baron if they want to. A lot of low health bars, but they've got enough front line to maybe attempt this.
They can. They can go towards this Nash. Irrelevant can tank it. Honeyfruit to keep them topped up. No ultimates on Vitality. Flashes on the carries. Photon's incredibly low though, and he's their front line. Certus needs to save his stun as long as possible. Make sure he uses it very well. He does land it onto Perks. Good stun.
CC. Cocoon, beautiful there. Perks, Hex Drinker Shield's going to fall away in just a second here.
They're all so low.
There's no way they can do this. They have to concede this. SK grabbing the Baron. And again, Perks has to be careful here. Obviously, you can buffer just about anything with that rocket jump, but if you miss it, or multiple pieces of CC come
Here comes
through.
a fight.
Difficult. Both these tank ultimates coming out. Now, instead of going for the members in the pinch, he's going for Circus on the backside. That's going to be Bo now taking down EpicSkillshot, looking to pop off here. Yumiel, just as a tool to disengage.
Wow. So, maybe Bo was expecting the Ornal to land on the 2 that we're sitting at 3 wins right now near the top of the table. SK, if they win this game, will sit at 3 wins as well. We're looking at it. They just want to crash the waves. Look at the damage that Sapling did. That's DOS's HP bar, but EpicSkillshot just ults.
Just getting run down here. Again, he's so squishy because of this AP build. Yes, the Sapling's hit like a truck, but is it going to be enough? EpicSkillshot now leaping out over the wall. That's all the mobility gone, but no one's going to get hit by the Orn ultimate. Irrelevant right into the backline. He's shredding through Vitality. One member taken out. The GA now coming out. Maybe this is their opportunity to reset the fight. Neon, the ulti, already utilized. DOS so low, almost sniped over the wall. It's a close exchange. Both 80 carries still standing. They still have that beefy front line waiting in front of them. SK, how aggressive are they feeling? Do they really think they can start this Baron?
They need to lifesteal, reset, buy time. DOS needs to go back to base, get more wards, get his health bar back up. Certus finds Photon.
Excellent, excellent ulti.
And that's the time window they need. Now they can reset. They have enough time to work with. EpicSkillshot lives through Perks' burst, and now they can slide up the straight through that Maokai. And it's the Guardian Angel that makes it so SK can win that fight and afford to go for that aggressive play. They will respond with a Dragon here, but we can see the damage Neon can do. Relevant steps up too far forward. That Sivir just melts through you. They're going to lose a top tier 2 here. SK still yet to base. Certus can recall and TP back in if he wants to.
Perk's going to do what he can to hold the wave here, but there's not a lot of room for him to maneuver. We'll have to concede the tier 2. Getting Cloud does put them up to Soul Point. And those
no flash, no barrier. Neon just plays it really slow. Fights in River though. Maybe Vitality found a pick.
Marcoon caught out. This could be big. Certus waiting off to the side. It's a big stun. It's
huge.
Keep the fight going. Irrelevant still is flash. Irrelevant. Maybe he can leap his way to the backline. EpicSkillshot untouched. It's huge. The Crocodile. He holds on to the flash for so long across so many fights, but he will find Perks when it counts. And EpicSkillshot now on cleanup duty as Photon has to run for the hills. SK, they took down G2 yesterday, and they're on the path to take down Vitality right here.
That is game over in the River there. SK collapse instantly on Vitality's play. They could have just sat in base and tried to hold the line and scale up a little bit more, but they look for the pick. Marcoon buys enough time. The collapse comes through, and that's SK 2-0 so far this weekend. G2 and Vitality undefeated coming in. SK handing them their first loss.
SK knocking down G2, knocking down Vitality, and that man on your screen right now, Irrelevant, deserves so much love. A beautiful Renekton performance, and I thought he didn't even use the flash. He was just holding it. He's like double lift saving it for next game, but he actually wins things, Mark. It's incredible.
It is, and our league is also incredible. What's going on? SK just taking down the top teams, BDS finding upsets too. The standings are all shaken up.
And credit to SK.
Yeah.
I felt like based on what we saw yesterday that every single team that was going to win today would kind of...
A lot of tools, a lot of potential action in the early game. One quick stat for you. Yike all-time on Bel'Veth is 9 wins and 1 loss.
That's not a bad stat to bring to the table, especially
Abby for now. Both junglers still in this bottom quadrant of the map. That dredge line threaded through the minions. Jack Spectre forced to flash away. First blood secured by Hansama and G2. Now they turn the damage onto Jankos, and Yike is in the wings. If they stick around, do they fancy themselves a dive going forward? Mickey stepping out and looking for a target, trying to use that Toad for body block, but Jankos is down. Yike gets himself one. Turning attention to Mercer and Dagda. I think this is a dead fish. No, backing up because the tower managed to tag onto Yike.
I mean, the sushi is still in trouble. It will fall, it will get rolled, but Mickey will roll over with it as well. Another kill going across. G2 will help out a little, but I mean, this is just awful for Heretics. This is the one lane you didn't want going.
In the mid lane, but Caps is level 7. So with the advantage in this bottom lane and the Destiny available, there it is, being channeled, immediately arrives. That was a great bubble coming out from Jack Spectre with the help of the towers. Not going to be able to find anything. The minions have been cleared out though. Jack Spectre, no flash, no cleanse, no ultimate, and he is in trouble. While that's going on, there's another fight in the top lane. Evie manages to get the kill onto Broken Blade. All of a sudden, Jankos trying to take out Yike. He's got the hit points, and with the spinning axes, Hansama should be able to pick up another 2-0-2. Make that 3-0-2 in the bottom lane, and here comes Ruby. A new challenger appears. How effective can he be? No flashes available. The dredge line was fantastic. The Chaos Storm ticking away, but then the spinning axes absolutely ultimate!
It's happening again! QuickShot! Hansama is massive on this Draven, and G2 are so good! And for caps off that reset as well, G2 are firmly in the driving seat.
Oh man, it's at the tip of the spear with Hansama. Emby's now in trouble, no flash available to him, no ult either. And with two members chasing him down, Jankos will not be able to connect that cocoon. It was just dodged away from. Rift Herald is up and available. Do G2 fancy a commit for that one? I mean, let's turn our attention now to these next objectives. A minute to go before the dragon is up, as Ruby has been caught out. Destiny arrives, Yike is on a rampage.
So, for objectives, it's very good if you have your mid lane. That definitely helps out as Heretics trying to make a play on the bot side here, but just going to tickle the back of Mickey X. I mean, I don't know how Heretics are supposed to try and respond to this when Caps now gets full push in mid. You can already see that River is littered with red wards. You're going to have this Herald put down as well. The Void Remora are here as well, which means that this is going to take a lot of damage off this turret.
I mean, it has to be flawlessly executed from Heretics. The cocoon does land. Yike has a 2-level advantage over Jankos as the gold card buys some time. Here comes Jack Spectra. Yike stays alive. That Royal Maelstrom doing so much work. Finally shut down. Some gold going into that Lucian's back pocket. But while that is going on, down in the bottom lane, pressure as that tower is being sieged. Mickey with the Hex Flash. He's channeling. Pops over and doesn't throw the Q for now. Instead, just going to be happy to apply pressure, take more of these plates of setups in other games. Let's disregard both Draven matchups. What do you think about those setups, vision, etc.? I'll give you a second to think about that as Broken Blade fancies a small shot. Is going to be threatened for now, and maybe doesn't have the damage, but here comes Mickey as well.
Yeah, I think G2 are one of the best teams at playing at the map when they have a lead. So this is where it becomes very terrifying as Broken Blade goes aggressive.
Jankos is here too, sees Mickey, sees Hansama. Cocoon connects, at least slows down the Draven for now. Venomous bite in and repel up. Ebby's the target of Mickey. Hansama finds himself a kill with the help of Broken Blade. That little root will land once more, leaping forward onto the minions, and yet another kill to G2, as well as the dragon on the other side of the map.
And this is what I was about to talk about for G2. They're one of the best teams at using those tempo advantages to keep the plays rolling, and it ain't gonna stop us. Ruby will feel a little bit of hurt coming through from Yike, but
from Yike backing up the advantages that the bottom lane was able to build up. Now, Destiny has been channeled. Where does Caps want to throw it down? Stepping forward. Jankos repels up into the air. Cleanse already used from Jack Spectra. Summon a heal used to keep him alive. Teleport is being channeled. Zebby will join the fray. Nobody's died just yet. That's a great knockback and stun. All of a sudden the damage is there, but Jack Spectra's so low, he cannot get into the fight. Ruby wasn't able to join either. Teleports on cooldown. It may have been interrupted. That's a flash away from Jack. Yike turns his attention once more. Broken Blade brings the hammer down. Another kill. 3 in the bottom lane.
And they still had Hansama in mid. They were just able to take that mid turret off that play as well. G2 are taking leads everywhere. We get bot turret just off this. That's all outer turrets gone. And when you're looking at push mid jungle, just try and kill Bo and Perks over and over again. I think that's going to be such a banger game. But here we go.
Well, Evie's the target for now. Destiny was used there by Caps, so now the kill secured. The 17th in 18 minutes of gameplay.
Look at the amount of Void Remora that
there
are here.
There are so many little manta rays pushing this bottom lane. Another tower has fallen. And I was anticipating G2 maybe slowing down, maybe playing the lanes a little more. They don't need to. They are so far ahead. The Heretics simply cannot stand toe-to-toe. The inhibitor turret is now taken down. The inhibitor will follow
they just
suit.
go to the end?
5 versus 3.
They're just going to the end.
They're going to push for the Nexus turrets. Sub 20 minutes. That team, what's the quickest game we've ever had in the LEC? Another kill secured as Jankos is popped for the 6th time. The Nexus turrets are now being focused as well. Will we get a dancing Rift Herald? I think we might. The Nexus is being focused at 18 minutes and 40 seconds. G2 dominate Heretics.
We had a dancing Herald in the LEC. What is going on? G2 once more bring out this Draven pick. It looks absolutely incredible. Yike is able to play around that bot side, and I'm speechless. How is it over that quick?
Flawless game from G2. They absolutely accelerated, but I think crucially as well, they moved that advantage around it felt like perfectly. They got the Heralds, they kept applying pressure. Even at 16, 17 minutes, as soon as that wave started to crash top lane, took the time.
Want to get ahead in the early game. So for Fnatic, it's really crucial that nobody ints in the early game.
Yeah, I think for Fnatic, avoid inting, especially like Wunder has to be careful of some ganks around that Renekton on the top side.
He's coming in here behind Reckless and Rux.
Yeah, wants to try and go for the dive here. Look at the video as well. He's actually just TP back into mid. Could try and make his way down, but wave is about to crash.
It's not a huge wave, and Reckless will be the target. Flash forward, taken down. First blood secured by Targamas. Teleport being channeled as well. Humanoid level 5 will jump forward onto Xerxes. Fnatic get themselves one back, and it lands with Kassadin.
And that was actually a big turnaround play from Fnatic.
For their role. Obviously, the team sitting at 1 and 3 makes that a little bit more difficult, and they will be the target of another gank. Razork and Humanoid here as well. Xerxes only level 4. But the minion wave is slowly being cleared out. Patrick's going to use that relentless pursuit backwards. The tower is targeting, and Rux will go down. Targamas gets his second kill of the game, and all of a sudden it's XL with the numbers advantage. Targamas escapes, and Vito arrives to join. Humanoid will get taken down. It's another for XL's. Fnatic have got one back. The fish is down. Fnatic get punished for the dive.
You had one job, Fnatic. It was to not int. You didn't have to win. You just had to not int. And the
lane right now. Razork's going to at least sneak through, but Patrick and Targamas have roamed their way up. Reckless is catching that wave down bottom. Patrick uses that E to escape and waiting for Xerxes to join. Another Riftwalk forward. Chunks out some damage, but there's no further engage. Some poke goes out, and Fnatic get the trade for now.
Yeah, Xerxes still on the Rift Herald though.
Oh, the re-engage, the bubble, throws up Rux, and the culling takes him down. That's Patrick with his second. 14 minutes across Fnatic's games, excluding the G2 one. I wanted to have a little bit more of the competitive ones. Down on average 1.7k at 14 and 20 minutes, but they have been able to bounce back throughout some of their games. Right now, though, they're going to continue to lose, as Wunder will be the target, as Odo picks up a kill in the top lane with Xerxes and Vito helping out. 1,500 gold lead. They got themselves the Rift Herald.
Now has the bot lane though moving with them, so maybe they're thinking of something, but I mean, Razork is here. Razork has read this really well.
Well, that's a flash forward. The dredge line will be dashed away from. Tidal wave not going to connect, but the chain of corruption does. And all of a sudden, Xerxes is the target taken out by Reckless. Fnatic get their 4th kill of the game. Humanoid is making his way through the jungle. Do they fancy another dive?
I don't know if you want to go for a dive. Patrick and Targamas, well, should back away. Should is a good word though. As maybe they do just stick around here.
Sticking onto it for now. Razork takes a couple of shots from the tower, and the minion wave was cleared. He escapes with his life. Dredge line used by Rux. Reckless, no mana. Flash and heal. Gonna need both of those in just a moment. Patrick gets caught up by the dredge line. The wall of the whack, and the damage from Razork is too much. Targamas trying to go some portal combat. He's got himself one, but he can't get more. Ends up being a 1-for-1 in the second fight.
Nami's the most fit person on XL right now. 3 kills over to Targamas off this, and it was a little bit messy, but I think the fact that early game coming out from Xerxes.
And it has worked. Managed to at least generate a minor gold lead, a kill advantage. This will be the first dragon for XL, and it was not contested by Fnatic.
But this is one of the problems with Fnatic, right?
Humanoid jumps onto Vito. Small trades, but a number of champions inside the jungle, setting up. There goes the cease and desist. Rux is caught, thrown into the air by the tidal wave. He's forced to flash over the wall to dodge the aqua prison. Throws out the ulti onto Patrick, who's culling. Is body blocked by Razork. Continues to tank it up, and the flash forward from Patrick secures the kill. Now Razork will be the next target. Humanoid Rift walks forward, may need to force the flash, and does so. XL continue the chase, continue the pressure, and they catch Fnatic in their own jungle.
I mean, Odo Omni just moved across from topside as well. He's pushed in mid, threatening that mid turn, but they weren't expecting XL to actually be playing a little bit further back and moving in, and now Humanoid is in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he's stunned in place. Teleport coming down from Wunder. Humanoid continues to get burnt down and chunked out. It's going to be secured by Odo, but now multiple members of Fnatic could have looked for a re-engage. Instead, 1-for-1 trade. In fact, those outer towers are down. They have done a very good job throughout the course of this game, pushing Vision into Fnatic's jungle. They've moved responsibly, and we've got another siege being set up, another engage. Razork and Humanoid jump onto Xerxes, instantly traded back on by multiple members of XL. The tidal wave will split up Fnatic's members. Another kill goes over to XL.
And this is the thing XL are able to do, as you said, for Fnatic to really be in a position to contest if they're already behind. But XL moving up towards this top side. They want to pick video. Fnatic are reading this.
XL once again, a little bit of a numbers advantage. They're already jumped onto Razork. He's dropped for now. That Cyclone does very little to slow them down, and it is just another opportunity, another example of XL getting the better of Fnatic. The single target CC, the damage follow-up, and once again, now they are in the driver's seat. They've started off the Baron. There's a little bit of support here from Wunder and Rux. Wunder's going to go Mega Gnar in just a moment. Needs to be huge, but look at that damage! With the Nami-empowered double shots on Lucian, Wunder gets chunked out. He's about to Gnar out. His VTO has stolen the ultimate away. They've at least stopped the Baron, but is starting into Fnatic's territory, setting up for the bottom inner turret. VTO's hijacked away that Mega Gnar, has the ability to engage with it. Fancies the shot, manages to double stun. Wunder's gonna Gnar out himself. VTO goes golden under the tower. The rest of XL start to back away. This time round, XL bite off more than they can shoot. Humanoid is teleported in, can flank and jump around the 4 remaining members of XL. Got to be very careful though, because that single target damage and CC will be a lot. Humanoid's able to escape for now. Rift walks and flashes to safety. Unfortunately, they only get that 1 kill. They do defend the tower, and with 35 seconds to Dragon, Fnatic may fancy a shot.
Great flash punch from Xerxes to actually get onto Humanoid there. Now Humanoid has to back away. XL trying to hold on. They will have that TP, as you pointed out. Humanoid.
Look at the movement speed and the combination with Nami. Patrick gets his 5th kill of the game. Takes
pressure down, but it looks like it's just going to be a trade of objectives at the moment.
Bigger advantage, obviously, to XL, who have been able to control the waves and been able to push Fnatic backwards. Dragon will get secured. 3 members of XL stepping forward. Rux is going to use that dredge line to some form of safety and will continue to get bullied and beaten down. Odo gets his 3rd kill of the game. Dragon was secured by Fnatic, but now Baron-empowered minions can allow XL to push this even further. I mean, it's just, we looked at the standings a minute or two ago. Both of these teams at 1 and 3. Both of these teams
just want to play this slow, use that Baron, make sure that they're keeping Reckless as the sole person that can really clear these waves, pushed underneath his own tower.
There's a hijack Chain of Corruption available to VTO, throws it out, starts to lock down members of Fnatic. Cease and desist goes out, and Rux flashes forward, throws down the ultimate. They've got Patrick! They've got Patrick! Fnatic need to find more though, as Odo is running amok, and he takes out Razork. All of a sudden, 4 members of Fnatic start to back away. It's a 1-for-1 trade. They stop the bleeding.
And crucially, they get the AD carry there, so kind of takes the wind out of the sails. Try and get on towards Patrick. That's going to be the key carry here. Video almost has his Rabadons completed, but Patrick!
Chain of Corruption doesn't end, and Tidal Wave splits up Fnatic. VTO's got Flash, as well as that hijacked Gnar ultimate. Fnatic stepping forward, Wunder about to Gnar out himself, and Razork gets the knock up onto Patrick. He immediately flashes away, starts to channel the culling, finds the kill onto Razork. Humanoid will at least get 1 back. That's Patrick down, but what can Odo and VTO do? They're trying to chase down Wunder on the back end as Humanoid is the target of Xerxes. Rift walks away to safety. 3 members of Fnatic stepping back, allowing Reckless the time. He takes down VTO. Berlin is behind Fnatic, but Targamas and Odo continue to be a threat. That is a gigantic burst of damage. And Reckless is channeling, charging, will not land the next shot. Fnatic can turn for that Dragon.
I mean, you got TP on Humanoid, he can come in immediately. That was the fight that Fnatic needed. Like a combo, right? If Humanoid goes in, cool, Targamas get the wave out. Xerxes goes on towards the Castle. You burst down the Castle, you've even got Odo there for the CC, and the wave prevents the rest of Fnatic from following up onto the Castle. But that was not what we saw. Patrick takes 1 step too far, then a second one, and he gets bullied. Now though, XL on towards the Baron. Fnatic are collapsing.
I've got that tingly feeling in my tummy. Fnatic trying to stop this Baron. Wunder and Razork. It's stolen! It's stolen! Fnatic managed to steal the Baron. It is at the cost of Razork's life, but that is huge at buying time, stalling out, closing this gold gap. And Fnatic are finding some momentum here, Dagda.
I mean the map, trying to make sure that they can find these moments to fight back against Koi. Now they got to do it again against XL.
That's a lot of damage onto Targamas. Humanoid gets chunked as now Targamas steps backwards. Level 18 on that Kassadin. Wunder continues to push the top lane. Engage onto Rux. He isn't going to flash over the wall. Chain of Corruption lands and starts to spread. Rux stays alive for now. BTO's incredibly low. He's about to be taken out. It is! It's Humanoid that finds another kill. All of a sudden, Patrick, Odo, and Targamas need to step back. A double for Humanoid. Wunder is in the fight after the teleport, and there's going to gnaw back Odo. The GA is now propped, and all of a sudden, Patrick is a target. Shimura gets some damage out with the help of that tower, and Razok finishes it off. 3 kills to Fnatic, 4. They're looking for the ace, Dagda. This is the lead that Fnatic wanted.
Screw the ace, they're looking for the end. Look at mid lane, they're just barreling down. They know that they can do it. Late game Cassidy comes online and Fnatic come on with them.
What was this game? Fnatic could not find a play that worked for 30 minutes. And in the blink of an eye, they take down XL with 4 members dead, turn their attention to the turrets. There's no one alive to defend. Fnatic will come from behind to take down XL.
It is becoming the story of Fnatic. Losing the early stages and then somehow trying to bring it back against Koi. Now again here, they're able to bring this game back, but that was a hard-fought victory for the Fnatic squad.
I think you have to be honest and acknowledge that the way this game played out is a indication of why these teams are at 1-3, now 1-4, 2-3.
Yeah, I mean, it's Fnatic definitely being able to kind of stall out the game, get some of these keys. I want to see them lean more in towards side lanes as well. Like, I know a Twist of Fate wouldn't quite work out here, but something along those lines. But actually going to be the Sylas, so just kind of opt into that, hey, we can play 4 sides if we want to with the Sylas, try and look for it. He actually dodged the vision there as well. He flag and dragged over. He's going to wait until his flag and drag is back up, and they're going to look for the dive here.
This is exactly what Ender was talking about on the analyst desk. Stats be damned. The impact's what you want. Comp and Trimby go forward. First blood secured by Hilly. Immediately countered by Trimby. As it is supportal combat on the way. Malrang gets himself the assist, but it's Mad that get the bonus bolt.
Yeah, I mean, it's assists on both sides, right? Both AD carries not quite able to get the kill, and at least the wave crashed, but here comes mid.
Well, Yoya looking for the stun, flashes forward for it, and that means Lawson's in trouble. The slide, the glide, no Emperor's Divide underneath the tower, though. Niski takes taking a shot, and he manages to escape. So close, 60 HP, but Niski gets out.
Where's Koi, though? Mash on this Cassante is so hard to lock you down. You got so much mobility when it comes towards your E, especially in the all-out form. The all-out being knocked back as well makes things easy, but Niski...
That's the Emperor's Divide on both sides. Malrang is thrown in the face of Niski. As Alyoya steps forward, now all of a sudden the fight's in the bottom lane. Comp is just obliterated by the poke and the range of Kazi and Helisang. Trimby forced to use that heal on himself, steps backwards, and he escapes with his life, but that's another kill to Mad Lion's bottom lane.
And a kill pre-6 as well. You just get to repeat this.
I mean, looking towards the group stage.
This does feel like a different version. Oh,
that's the Ash Arrow. Talked about it immediately. Chain CC and easy peasy. Mad Lions kill Lawson.
I mean, he had flash, he had the shuffle, he had everything he could, but just couldn't move. The way that Koi can actually find these big team fights.
I mean, Mad Lions, they got themselves the first blood, they've got themselves the first dragon. Chasey is literally dodging, dipping, ducking, and diving all of the skill shots and the CC thrown at him.
I mean, this is fantastic play from Mad. Shigenda doesn't quite get clipped by the Chains of Corruption. Malrang has reset, though. He's on his way. Azir's on the way. We're getting the fight.
Cataclysm available, not thrown just yet. Lawson steps forward, has got that slide and glide, picks up a kill onto Helisang. The Rift Herald was dropped and takes the tower. While that is going on, the top lane is still under pressure. Comp and Trimby continue to try chip away and try to at least answer back. But Chasey's doing a good job of pulling their focus. The culling goes wide, doesn't do enough damage, and this tower will stand.
I mean, it's a good call from Koi to punish the greediness. That very different Koi as well. We had Shigenda come in, play for these split push, play more carry, as I'm watching this arrow.
Ash Arrow! It's
no
gonna
way!
Hit. It's gonna
no
hit.
way!
All of a sudden, the Empress Divine is hijacked, and now Lawson will, by some time, get stunned once more and sniped! Sniped by Sejuani!
Bird is the word today for the...
He completed his boots just yet, so if a dragon fight breaks out, Niski's in a significantly better position. Well, Yoya's going to get caught by the bubble. Tidal Wave, Cataclysm, everything thrown, but there's just not enough damage. And in fact, it's going to be Malrang that's taken out. Now the slows applied to Comp. He manages to dash away from that piercing arrow. Sand Soldiers put a lot of damage on Second Dragon, about to be secured. A 5,000 gold lead for now. Still maintaining all of their time.
They're not really looking to try and find a fight right now, so Mad will happily take this one for free.
Well, they will find an opportunity onto Niski as Malrang is waiting just behind the hijack. Oh! Sets up the counter punch! Niski obliterates Comp. Now Malrang's the target. Stepping forward once again. Flag and drag over the wall, gets a small heal. The blast cone gets Niski close, but he needs to land the CC. Hellesang steps forward. He's a little bit alone, but no one's going to turn onto him. And with the Rift Herald in the middle lane, there's pressure in the top lane. Mad Lions are in absolute control.
I mean, Niski's getting frisky. Mad Lions are coming alive here as well, pushing in towards the mid. You've got pressure here for Chasey on top side. Across the board, Larson, you can see he's only just reset now. So Mad Lions, I mean, they're just destroying Koi.
Well, they don't need to be patient for objectives if they can create opportunities. That Rift Herald takes 2 towers down the mid lane. Chasey takes the top inner turret down as well.
Immediately TP from Shigenda down towards this. They want to try and fight. If they can get on towards the backline, that could be devastating for Mad.
All right, Chain of Corruption is up for Kazi. Hijack just became available for Niski. Did Mad Lions rush this? Did they need more patience? Niski waiting in that blue buff area, can come over the wall. Gigantic piercing arrow, does so much damage as the Hijack culling doesn't find a kill just yet. Chasey, however, will take down Lawson. All of a sudden, Kazi finds one back. Now it's Chasey stepping forward once again. The Mad Lions absolutely crushing once more. This time, though, managing to find the different angles to engage.
And there was no way that Koi
Felt as though, even in a slightly rushed engaged situation, the item disparity, the damage disparity, it just meant that Koi were at a massive disadvantage right from the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's very much
that. Do you think that was the right call just in terms of philosophy? Because the rest of the game has felt really kind of tempered and cool, and this one felt very urgent.
I think Mad knew what they
generate an advantage for themselves, but then crucially I think Elyoya is still doing things that Elyoya does, engaging for Mad Lions, setting up all of these fights, and despite multiple ultimates being thrown out, Kazi's just going to flash over the wall, gets to safety. Marung buys some time with that stopwatch, and the S-Arrow will slow down the engage. Shigenda can't find anything more as Niski is now jumped on inside the base. Chasey's taken out the top inhibitor, and Comp's trying to clear the minions. Chasey gets his kill onto Shigenda, the second of the game. 3 members still standing, facing an army of minions, and all 5 members of the Mad Lions.
The Mad Lions are happy to clean this one out. They're looking for more.
They are. They're going to fountain dive. Comp is being chunked out. Trimby's getting the heals, not taken out just yet, and some Sand Soldiers by the time. Minions are hammering away on the Nexus turrets. 1 and 2 have fallen. Now Mad Lions turn their attention to the Nexus. Comp's doing what little he can. Chasey steps forward and continues to chip away, but they took too much damage on that fountain dive, and Koi will live for a few moments longer.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a voluntary dive from Mad Lions. They
give themselves a little bit more damage numbers, a little bit more to the KDA. Secure the soul as well. And it is
for Mad Lions now, immediately over towards the Baron. They know the super creeps are doing the work for them, where they don't really have to worry about putting pressure on the base or Koi trying to respond to this, because, I mean, they're just on sweep-up duty.
Side dashes over the wall. And with so many super minions and the Baron and the Soul, Mad Lions can look to do this stylishly. Hijacking the tidal wave. Trimby's the first target. Elyoya goes in, throws out the prison. Chasey and Niski hammering on the Nexus. And no kills will be secured as Mad Lions take down Rogue.
I mean, who needs kills when you can just go for the Nexus instead? I mean, Mad Lions, that was beautiful. Really, really well played. Controlled from start to finish, not giving up any inches to let Koi get back into the game. Like, this is what you want from some of the top teams in this region.
It is one of these things that once a team starts to move around the map,